So up to that point in your basketball journey, who were some of the coaches that had the most impact on you, man?
Well, of course, my coaches, Coach Self, the one who coaches at Kansas, was the assistant. Leonard Hamilton. I like John Thompson, Nolan Richardson. I listen to him a lot. Krzyzewski and Dean Smith, pretty much. Winners.
Hey, winners gravitate to winners, man.
Yeah.
So going up to your senior year, the outside looking in on Michael Jordan himself, the 23 jersey. What was your thoughts on him as a basketball player?
I didn't even think about Michael Jordan until I got to college. Actually, John Starks introduced me to Michael Jordan. I didn't think nothing about Michael Jordan. I was more concentrating on college basketball. I was watching more college basketball than pro basketball because I was thinking about going to college. But once I got to college at Oklahoma State, John Starks was a senior. I was a freshman. He, I used to go over his house before practice, and he would show films of Michael Jordan. I'll highlight it, and we'll watch the films because he was supposed to be the greatest of all time. So we'll watch the films. And that's what made me gravitate towards Michael Jordan. I said, oh, I want to play against him because I always wanted to play against the best.
Definitely. So going into the NBA platform, your first year was, I don't know if everybody knows your story, but your first year you got suspended for
Yes.
substance abuse.
Yes.
So going into your next year in that Phoenix Suns organization, how did the players around you treat you as a player?
Actually, they just treated me like just a player. They didn't really think about what I did in the past or nothing. I pretty much kept to myself anyway. But they pretty much just treated me like a athlete. Just come in there, do your job, and whatever you do after that, it's on you.
Definitely. So that also that season you went up against that guy that you prior wanted to be like in the finals. How was that going up against Michael Jordan himself? And what was the scheme to stop him from scoring?
Well, it was fun going up against Mike. I wanted to go up against the best just to prove to everybody I could play against the best too. So that was the real fun part about it. And the scheme was to pretty much keep him out the hole and just, make him work on his shots and stuff, make him work on the basket. But we was letting him get to the basket too easy. So we had to shut that down.
All you could do to him is hack him. That's it.
Well,
that
the refs helped out a lot too, though.
I hear you, man. Hey, he would have a field day in today's basketball. I can just about guarantee it. How the just barely touching a guy calls a foul. You think he would be very, very, very successful in today's game of basketball?
Me, I can adjust. I adjust to the game. You just have to adjust to the game. I adjusted coming up. I adjusted. I played every position. I played point guard all the way up to center. So I know every position and I know the game. I know knowledge of the game. The game is always evolving. So you have to evolve with the game. If you don't,
Definitely.
you be left behind.
I
Like now
was
it's all big men shooting threes. Back in
for
our
sure.
days, big men had to be in the post. If they would shoot threes, they'd be on the bench.
But I was referring to Michael.
Michael,
Do you think
I
he
don't
would flourish?
I still think he'd do what he did
You
because he would adjust to the same type of style because he played the style that they had to play back then. He would adjust to this style of play.
definitely, definitely, definitely. Hey, him, Larry Bird would have a field day. Several other guys.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oscar Robertson.
Definitely. And Dr. J would have another
Yeah.
field day.
Oh yeah, because it's wide open.
So, going broader question, looking back at your basketball journey in the NBA, do you think those two suspension years costed you long-term success in the NBA?
Well, it cost me long term because I didn't qualify to get my pension. So that's what you had to pay 3 years to get your pension. So I didn't qualify for that. But it did hurt me in the long term. But actually, it didn't really bother me because I got to travel overseas and go play basketball around the world. So I traveled the world. So I kind of enjoyed that. I was having fun traveling the world.
Did you like that better than the NBA?
Actually, yes, because it wasn't such a microscope under you. I could go out there and just be myself. They didn't really worry about what you did as they did in the NBA. Because in the NBA, a lot of people don't know they drug tested me every day for alcohol included, and that just drove me crazy. No matter where I went out of town, if I went somewhere, I had to make sure I took a test somewhere, so I couldn't make plans just to go anywhere. And so that became agitating.
This concludes our episode today, folks. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our up-to-date content. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it.